Melania gave some speeches today. That was kind of funny, wasn't it? Those speeches that Melania gave. She says that she's going to combat cyber bullies. That's going to be her objective. She said, quote, "As we know now, social media is a central piece of our lives. But like anything that is powerful, it can have a bad side. For example, like my husband." She goes on, "Children and teenagers can be fragile. They can be made," I love this, listen to this, "they can be made to feel less in looks and intelligence." Well, who does her fucking husband does that?
You know, like if woman is called Miss Housekeeping or Fat Slob or Psycho Beach or that she is on her menstruation, you know, they might feel bully. So I want to stop all that. That's why you need to elect my husband.
Yeah. She added this. "Our culture has gotten too mean and too rough, especially to our children and teenagers." Jesus Christ. I mean, this must be the way Eva Braun talked.
You ought to hear what Baron's little friend say to him on the social media. They say, "Your daddy had little tiny man hand and could not then satisfy big beautiful wife like me." But I promise you that's not true. And I explained to Baron how the wonderful, wonderful sex that Donald and I enjoy. Because, you know, we do every day. You've got to love your husband at least 3 or 4 times a day.
Oh, really? Okay. Standing or striding. She's pimping too. Look at this. Striding up to the lectern to the song Aquarius. The Fifth Dimension song? This is the dawning of the age. Oh, I guess it's appropriate. This is the dawning of the age of the Trump. Yeah. She heralded her husband's patriotism and said, quote, "He believes in America. I come here to talk about my husband Donald's deep love and respect for this country." She also went through her now familiar life story of growing up in communist Slovenia, how she was inspired by Ronald Reagan. Oh, give me a fucking break. She didn't know Ronald Reagan from Ronald McDonald. Come on. And then her career as a model in Paris and Milan, and how she, quote, "followed my dreams to America. I wanted to be American," she said to loud applause. In the speech, which was very brief, Melania did not dish any personal anecdotes or stories about Trump as a dad, because there aren't any. He doesn't, he doesn't like being a parent. But she called herself a full-time mother to our son Baron. "Baron has many privileges and advantages. We know how fortunate we are. But we have the same conversation with Baron that many of you have with your children." Oh, give me a fucking break. Come on. Can you see these conversations? Baron?
We tell Baron to always wash his solid gold toothbrush twice a day to keep it from corrosion, because, you know, sanitary is very important. We don't have sanitary in our country where I come from. So we tell Baron to do that and to make sure that he never ride his pony any more than 2 hours a day, because the pony is very sensitive.
And also because he keeps shitting in our living room, the pony. We have big apartment over here in Trump Tower.
Did you know I read something that Baron has his own floor?
Yeah, right.
He's got a floor.
He's got a floor.
He doesn't have a room. He has a freaking floor. Baron is
I can just see him
he's
standing.
like any child of 10 who has their own penthouse apartment with cars.
Ponies.
Ponies.
Oh, my God. I can just see this kid standing at the end of the hall going, "Dad, Dad, 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 Dad. Hello? Hello?
Oh, my
Hello?"
God. I heard something. I guess it was President Obama earlier was saying, "Are we? Who are these people? These Trump supporters who actually believe that this billionaire is working for them?
For them.
This guy who
Unemployed coal miners,
tries
right?
not to pay
Yeah.
his own workers. Who reneges on contracts all the time
my
for
God.
his regular employees. But
Yeah.
this is the guy who's going to
Gonna
somehow
make America great
He's
again.
going to save the middle class.
Yeah, he is.
I mean, what in the hell kind of mentality is that? I could sort of understand after 9/11 why the Bush supporters thought that, somehow that was going to protect the country, even though it required the dichotomist forgetting that 9/11 happened on his watch. But, the whole Protect America, Homeland Security, Terror Alert, Rainbow Ton Ridge, and all that. I kind of get it. I kind of got that. This is confounding. I mean, how the serial adulterer gets the pussy grabber gets the evangelical vote. Okay, I'm freaking out over that. All Mitt Romney had to do was say binders full of women, and zoom,
Yeah,
he
was dead.
gone.
Dead
Zoom,
meat. Yeah,
that was
dead
it.
meat.
Binders full of women. Zoom, that was the end of Romney.
Out the
Trump's
door.
like, I can grab him by the pussy. And the evangelicals are like, yeah, well, God forgives him. I mean, what the hell? And then
Supreme Court, honey. 2 words, Supreme Court.
But then the average working Joe out there, how can you see a press conference with Barron and Melania and Donald in their gold freaking plated palace up there? I mean, he holds the press conferences sitting on a goddamn throne. Yes, I'm for the working man. He might, Daddy
Do you know what this
Warbucks,
is?
he
You know
might
what
as
it
well
is?
have dollar bills flying out of his
but
pockets.
do you know what this is? This is this bullshit story that has been circulating, a meme, more or less, circulating for the past 200 years in this country. Anybody can be rich. Anybody can have a palace. Anybody can be
But we
president.
know that's bullshit.
Well, no, we know that.
But no, I mean, I think by now, doesn't everybody know that's bullshit?
Well, Trump has real.
I mean, but Trump's the one that says the system's rigged. I mean, and if the system's rigged, then not everybody's good. Then it is just the 1%.
Yeah, well.
In that way, Bernie was right. I mean, you had a hell of a lot better chance with the Bernie Sanders of getting a chicken in every pot.
Well, yes.
this you're
is
not
the
even
part.
going to
This
get
is the
pot for your
part
chicken.
that is maddening to me. These poor, miserable people who are eaten up with contempt and disgust and self-hatred, and they don't like what has happened to their world, to their care, and they're coming for their guns and all this other shit. Bernie Sanders had the answer to every one of their problems. Everyone, democratic socialism, but they're just fucking terrified. The S word? Oh my God, you talking about Russia, aren't you? No, not talking about Russia. Democratic socialism.
They're going to take all my money and give it to other people.
Yeah, that's right. You're going to give it to the Negroes, aren't you? Yeah, crazy fuckers.
We need to move.
Where?
Ireland.
Almost every country on earth is going fascist.
I keep showing Molly brochures for colleges abroad. It's like, Molly, take me somewhere. Here, pick one. You like Oxford? How do you like Oxford?
I can't think offhand. I'm sure they exist, but offhand, I cannot think of a country. Okay, Costa Rica. I cannot think of a country that is not kind of inching its way toward fascism.
Denmark.
Okay. There you
Sweden.
go. That's true. Okay. The Scandinavian countries.
Yes,
They're off
let's
the-
go to
off the-
Scandinavia.
But every place else in Europe.
You never hear about bad shit happening in Scandinavia.
That's because everybody's too fucking cold to do anything.
Nothing bad ever happens in Scandinavia.
All right, play some music.
It's got to be like a wonderland.